Hey, what's up guys? Just want to do a quick video. Let's see how quick this video could be. Just doing a video on most of my folding knives. There's a few missing that are kind of spread out and dedicated to certain cases and stuff like that. So we'll just start with the two that I EDC. I've been carrying one of these two for about the last 3-4 years. I always tell myself that I'm just gonna beat them up until they're kind of clapped out and alternate to a different one, but I can't seem to beat them up, and they just keep ticking, so I keep on carrying them. First one here is a Mantra 3. I just did a video on this guy about Spyderco breaking off the flipper tab right here when it was out for sharpening. These two, this is an S110V Para 2 that I put the Digicam scales on. These two are the ones that were out for sharpening, and I mentioned in the previous video they did a really good job on the edge this time. Normally when I use them for sharpening, the edges are okay, but not really that great. These suckers came back super sharp, so I'm kind of stoked on that. And I also mentioned in the previous video that the flipper's gone, but I don't mind it. It's kind of growing on me, and I kind of like it without. So yeah, so there's that. Just a Para 2 and S110V. Nothing to write home about. And then we can get into some of the other Para 2s that I've got. Move that aside. This is a 20 CV Para 2 with the tan handles. Forget whose exclusive or Sprint that was. Got this guy here. This is a crew wear in gray Para 2. I believe that was a Spyderco Sprint. Not too sure about that. Then we have the ever popular Bento Box Shop M390 Para 2. I love this thing. And then we've got the M4, DLC M4 and Natural G10 Blade HQ Para 2. Let's see here. This is the DLC S35VN Para 2. Forget whose exclusive that was. I know you guys know whose it is. Just can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Here's the satin version of the same S35. And let's see here. I'm gonna move these guys out of the way. And that is it for the Para 2s. I do have a black and DLC one, just a standard one floating around somewhere. Where, I don't know. Here's a M390, DLC M390 with tan scales. This thing is badass. I love this thing. So there's that. And then moving on, I've got this K390 Police 4. Badass knife, but way too big to be carrying for me. I'm 5'8", so that thing doesn't get much pocket time. Here we've got just a standard Endura. No big deal here. Great knife though, but even the Endura is still a little big for me to carry, lengthwise. Then we've got the Jade and Satin M4 Military. This is also a Blade HQ knife, I believe. There's that. And we'll get to this guy later. This is a Protech Strider. We'll move some of these guys here. Let's see here. Then we've got a couple Benchmades. Where is it at? Just a 940-1 and a 940. Shit, is it a -3? I forget. This is just a standard S30V with the G10 handles, green back spacers. And this is the S90V, first production, 133 of 750. Love this knife. This is a great knife. It's just beautiful. The carbon fiber and the satin blade just look great together. So speaking of satin blades and carbon fiber, we've got my Cali 3.5. Ooh, kind of stiff on the action there. This is the ZDP 189 and 420J2 laminate. Another gorgeous blade. I freaking love this thing. And I did a video not too long ago of this guy here. This is a grail knife for me. I've been looking for this thing for so many years, maybe 5-6 years. And I finally found one at a gun show. This is just a standard VG10 and G10 Cali 3.5. Love this thing. So stoked on finding it. Set those to the side. We've got a couple cold steel Recon ones. I believe this is a Blade HQ exclusive. This is just the they call it like a Desert Warrior or something like that. The olive scales with the coated blade, Tanto. And then here's another Recon one. Just a standard S35 DLC Recon one, clip point. Love my Recon ones. I've got a couple of them spread out through different rifle cases here and there. And finally we come to these guys. Little Protech SNG with some tiger stripes. 154 cm. Now, I was watching a video where somebody was talking to the owner of Protech. They're actually from Southern California, and some of the guys used to work there. Used to come to a gun store that I used to work at in Cerritos, California, and that's actually how I got this one. I traded the guy a case of ammo for it, and super stoked that I was able to get that. Number 9 of 60, Blade Show 2018. Stoked on that. This one here is the Protech SNG Operator. This one here has no markings. It's completely sanitized, and it's got a tritium vial in the fire button, which is kind of hokey. I don't yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Some people eat that shit up. One thing to note about this this finish on the blade and the handle, I mean, you rub anything against it and it's gonna get scuffed up. Not the most durable finish. I've seen guys say, oh, you could just wipe some gun oil on it and it'll come right off. Well, not mine. That's from just keys in a pocket or something like that. And then, before we get to this guy, I've just got some, like, the wife's Rat 2. This is some crappy cold steel holdout that I got in a trade. And this is actually a little bit nicer. Same trade deal. I got an old school Voyager. I just wish this thing wasn't fully serrated. But it's not super old school. It doesn't have the one-piece scale with the clip. But it's old enough to where it's got like the old pattern on the the scale, and pretty cool knife. I don't hate it. I do hate this thing though. What the hell is this? This is like the stupidest knife ever. Sorry, Cold Steel. Love your knives, but some of them are just shit. And so this is what it looks like. I don't really fondle this thing that much. It's so beautiful. All right. Here is the Blade HQ SMG Protech an S45VN single side natural G10 scale. What's up with that? I mean, I understand you need some structure to it, so that's probably why they did the aluminum on one side, but shit, man. I mean, put a liner in the G10 and give me a full G10 scale. How about it? Still a beautiful knife. And so that's about it for the folding knives. I've got a couple boxes full of fixed blades too. I don't know if you guys would want to see a video of that, but yeah, that's about it. Let me see here. Am I missing something? No, that's about it. So yeah, that's the collection from now, minus a couple like Recon 1s and a couple pair of 2s that are floating around between rifle cases. They're dedicated to those cases, so they just live in there. And my little Pelican here is out of room. I need to upgrade the size of a Pelican because this guy here is just maxed out. So maybe next time I'll do an update video and I'll have a new case to show you guys. But that's the collection of folders for now. Thanks for watching, guys.